Dude, I don't know what I did to, like, my control panels. I kind of messed something up. Anyway. Whoa, okay, this is totally new. It's adding sources. Recently created. I wanted to add this is weird, like the quantification. Anyway, Violet, why didn't you add the image in the first place? It was because I already had the title ready, and I didn't feel like putting it there. So this is going over. Except Jesus Spirit. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I've taken more notes on. I've taken more notes on the alien protocol. That's fine. I like the layers. Wait, will it let me stretch it? Transform? No, like, will it let me stretch it down? Because that'd be kind of funny. Edit transform. Bounds. We'll play the game, I promise. Height. There we go. That's awesome. There we go. That's great. Put this under the leopards. Hey, welcome to the fucking stream. That's fine. So, yeah, updated notes on the L and Pluto. Phase 3, we'll get there. So, I think this is the perfect brace gauntlet of the legend. Oh my god, here I am. Okay, world record. Not world record. That's 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Having realized that my microphone was over there. Okay. You didn't miss much. So, I think this is the perfect brace gauntlet of the legendary ships, because that's what you need to do pretty much to avoid pretty much everything. Not that you... And I think... okay, I'm all over the place. Good mood. Weird mood, not a bad one. You practice the perfect brace. I mean, I think ukemi. Well, they took me a bit longer, but it's sort of like equivocal to that, I'm thinking. Because I'm in terms of something that's like frame perfect, but not quite. This could be frame perfect. Ukemi there are some frame perfect ukemi, but they're very rare. They're very rare and like only possible with certain attacks. So, yeah, you need to... This whole fight, I think, is structured to test how well you perfect brace in general. So she loves to... This is also the spin me right round fight. There more news from the fleet? Okay, good. We'll get to the notes.
You be good now.
That's so cute. Alright. A lot more room to
will be easier.
move around in the cabin. Oh, is everybody back? Yay. I have no resources with which to repair any of these. Rather, I'm running out of cloth. Running out of cloth because I haven't been doing anything except fighting legendary ships. So maybe we'll do something different in between. But I think this is the fight. I think, again, just like the last one, it's just going to take a lot of practice. More practice than even just the regular game on hard. I mean, specifically the naval combat. I would imagine the perfect brace time window is more forgiving, like the lower you go down in difficulty, which would make sense. No, where are you going? Where are you going, Grandpa?
Give me more sail. Royal Navy! They're not alone!
Because ukemi just let you get up immediately. Like, immediately after hitting the ground. Here you brace immediately before something hits you.
Oh, she's a beast!
And you don't evade the damage, but you can... Or you can evade... You actually can evade the damage altogether if you time it correctly. So I was thinking about... I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of... That's good. It wants to test, because if he can perfect brace, ukemi is one of the first things. Is one of the first things that is good to practice in soulcalibur, because you're going to be using it a lot, and it'll help you out a lot. Like just. It'll help you to figure it out sooner rather than later. And it's good. It's like good to get the muscle memory in for. I think the perfect brace is supposed to be like that too. Okay. And I don't know how good she is at avoiding chain shot in general. Dude, at least in phase 2, I shot some cannon fire while she was sailing, and she sped up to avoid it. I was like, you son of a bitch. I think, like, bracing isn't right before. I'm gonna play the game, I promise. I think bracing right before, I think it has something to do, did I say this already, with how much of the damage animation is able to play out still. Because it would make sense to me if you brace too early, and then you eat more damage because there's more of the cannon fire, whatever, animations, not really an animation, if it's just two objects colliding each other in the case of the ram, but anyway, it would make sense. That would make sense to me if that's how it worked. So maybe that's it? I'm trying to figure out the visual and audio cues for a perfect brace, or like the conditions. And you see how this is like the spin you around fight. Which I also think has something to do. Actually, you know what I'm gonna write that down. Note on perfect brace. Here, so you can see it. I don't necessarily want to, like, say, hey, this is how you beat the fight when I'm taking my own notes. This is just, like, what I'm observing for me. So I don't... Like, if this helps somebody, that'd be great. I just wouldn't want to accidentally give somebody the wrong advice, or, like, in case this isn't how it actually works, or if, you know, I mistook one mechanic for something else, or I mistook the intention of something for something that it wasn't. I don't really know how to explain it. This is the time of the month where I forget how to speak English. I'm sorry. Perfect brace. I think perfect brace. I think the efficacy of a perfect brace. At least in the case of projectiles, or rather cannon fire. No, mortar fire too, because mortar that has an animation as well. You just can't really, you can't see it coming from up above, but you do have a visual indicator. Like, it's gonna, when it starts to flash, that's when it's coming down on you. And you could, yeah, there's also an audio cue too, where you hear it like, choo, like an Acme anvil, kind of. At least in the case of projectiles. I think I type really slow, don't I? It's got to be like watching someone play a mobile game badly in an ad. Like, please type faster. Maybe speaking didn't teach me shit. I don't think that was her fault. I think that was just me. At least in the case of projectiles. At least in the case of projectiles. Has to do with has to do with the length of the animation. How much? No, with the length of the attack animation. The earlier you brace, I was watching back a VOD where I typed while muted, and I was like, you can't hear me. Like, I'm watching my streams while kind of doing something else, reviewing it. It's like, you kind of, hey, what are you doing? I don't want to watch you type. Let's see. It has to do with, okay. The earlier you brace, the more of it is allowed to play out. The more of it is allowed to play out, and the more damage you have to take. Or rather, not have to take, but the more damage is dealt. Is dealt. So that would make sense as to why it has to be right before. And I've noticed sometimes, like, perfect braces, they're not easy to pull off. Like I said, they might be easier in lower difficulties. I would hope so. But this isn't like, you really have to be intentional about a perfect brace. It's not just like you press square and deal with it. It's been drastically improved since the original Black Flag. When the original Black Flag, you could only brace for like 2 to 3 seconds at a time, and it had nothing to do with how long it took for the cannon fire to get you. It was just like, are you bracing by the time this cannon fire hits you, or by the time the ram hits you? Yes? Okay, then you'll take less damage. Here, it's like, have you braced at this exact moment? Have you checked? Have you seen the ship hit you from the port or starboard side? So I like that. I think that's good. As long as it's like respectively more forgiving of a time window on normal, and I like that they called, you can toggle the difficulty from like hardest to easiest. It's hard, normal, and forgiving. I like that. I think some game developers are starting to see, like, hey, people don't want to, even if playing on easy would be the best experience for that person, the pressure of like not playing easy might be too much. Not, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you only play it on easy? Like, shut up. As long as let people enjoy video games. Some people, I think Origins put it great. Like, Origins' easiest difficulty is, I want the story, not the struggle. That's great. My favorite part about video games is how, or one of my favorite parts, what I find so powerful about video games is like its efficacy as a storytelling medium. So like if you're able to experience if you're able to experience the story of a game no matter what and choose, obviously there are like FromSoft titles that are designed to be difficult and punishing. I forgot where I was going with that. It's good. Gemini, I called Cuphead a masterpiece. With all due respect, I called Cuphead a masterpiece. I didn't call this game a masterpiece. No. I don't know where you get that. Ah!
Ready for impact!
Not perfect. Okay. So a lot of this is going to be testing my perfect brace theory.
Fire! Haul in the stunsails!
Reef the mains! Clear up, gallants!
Brace for impact! Fire! Fire! He's coming for us! You will us!
It could be different. Like the brace timing for hit. Well, yeah, that would make sense if it were different for projectiles and like solid objects. That would make sense. Like I'm gonna be eating hits for dinner here, but I'm eating hits for dinner. I was eating hits for dinner last night. See, like that.
Fire!
Not like that. But you saw how that negated, I think, all damage. And I think that was because I let the animation, as much of it play out as I could, without thinking, okay, this is gonna hit me. I could be wrong. I don't necessarily want to look it up online. I like figuring it out myself, and also, again, I'm not really sure if a guide exists for the legendary ships on hard. I don't know if would you need to make like different guides? I guess you could start from you could start from easy and then work your way up to hard and then rate the guide that way. Like you get the basics down and then you get... My logic is like you beat the whole game with everything on hard. You can do the legendary ships on hard now.
Let's get going.
Stunsails!
That's just me.
Let's squall!
I wouldn't demand that of somebody else playing this game. I also like accessibility options. Like, I didn't know this, but I guess sometimes people get nauseous when they play games with motion, like motion blur. They get motion, or like
she's a beast.
Certain visual effects might give people headaches. Like, I think a big reason Jerma can't play Ace Attorney, or wasn't able to for a long time, was because of all those moments where the screen flashes white for a second. And I don't get migraines. I'm lucky enough to have missed that, but my mom does, and I know what random flashes of light. I mean, random flashes of light. I can see where not everybody's like
What's she doing? She's coming
able to take that.
for impact.
That was not perfect.
Bloody rocker.
Broadsides. I guess that works. Come back. I want to see what your phase 3 is. Ooh, not good.
Ready, powder barrel! Fire! That's the target!
Set that right, Captain.
I know.
Fire! Great!
There we go.
Fire!
And that's when you do that. And that's why I think it's the perfect brace fight, because that's supposed to happen.
Fire!
That happens so consistently, that swivel around like a toy boat going down the drain part. I think that's what's supposed... These are attack patterns. I think that's...
Steady now! Fire!
You're too smart for these anyway. This is a wasted shot, huh? Yeah, she'll just turn around. Or speed up out of the way. It's really like, Jesus Christ.
Brace yourself!
Okay!
Fire! Hold the kegs! Fire! Sighting enemy!
Just get closer to her. Stay close.
Make on them sails! Great!
Okay.
Fire!
Yeah, that's why ramming isn't a good idea. I have yet to... Well, I've only fought 3 of the legendary ships. But so maybe there is a situation. I think you're meant to brace against that in rapid succession, if not like just sail away from her altogether.
Fire! Brace yourself! Brace for impact!
What did I get her down to? Jesus, fuck, this game is loud. I dialed it down a little bit, but maybe a touch. Wouldn't be so bad. I dialed it up more because it was harder to hear the sea shanties over the feedback of my mic. I was considering upgrading my microphone, but I barely just got this one to work. Or not, like, I just got this one working the way that it was supposed to, and even then I'm not entirely sure if it's working the way it's supposed to. How to make a... Well, I got it on sale for $40. How to make an $80 mic sound like an $8 mic.
Firing on your mark, sir.
I have mastered that.
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
Yeah, my brain is kind of melting. PMDD. That's all I'll say. Brain fog. I've talked about this on stream before, when it's like, I can't even speak English. Or I'll react to things, like, in a delayed way. Oh, hold on.
She's coming! Right!
I'm also wondering, like, what the audio cues are for a perfect brace.
Fire! Fire!
Getting close. Yeah, I've yet to find a situation where, at least fighting legendary ships, where ramming is good for you at all. It's just not worth the risk. That is so much damage. Okay, there we go. back.
Bury yourself! Focus your fire! 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 He's about to hit!
Nope, that was perfect. Okay, I think I have a better idea of what you're supposed to be doing now. I think like the animation part of the...
Watch the target!
I think realizing like how much of it has to do with the animation has really... It's already helped my understanding of it so much. Not that it should have to explain, because like bracing... Not that I feel the game should have to explain, like, down to that detail. Like, hey, on hard, you need to do it. So, like, everything I just speculated, right? You need to wait for this, you need to wait for the animation to play out, because this, and this. Just say what it's designed to do, just brace right before being hit. Hey, spinning. Yes, is he? Sometimes the ship will spawn in such a way where it just kind of like... It comes in and it'll be like... and it looks like a toy boat that somebody just dropped in the bath. It's really cute. I mean, I guess ramming would make sense if you wanted to cross a large distance while eating hits. Okay, so that's punishable by cannon fire.
She's about to hit.
Fuck. I'm hitting it more consistently though, so I think my hypothesis is there's something to it. Maybe if he can get ahead of her. Before she's firing it. Yeah, I don't think you want to... That's more difficult to... If it's flaming shot, that's more difficult to determine. Like how much of the animation... Because, well, again, I think that comes down to hitboxes, because there's a lot more being taken up on the screen when it's on fire. So... Okay, well, if that's the case, then bracing... Bigger hitboxes combined with animation time. I'm trying to figure this out. This could be completely wrong. This could be totally off the mark and have nothing to do with anything. I'm just trying to this is just what I'm interpreting.
Mains out. Trim to the wind.
Trim 2. Loose foremast mains.
I am by no means stating this is fact or this is how you're supposed to fight the boss. These are just my observations and me trying to figure it out myself. I have no fucking idea. I haven't gotten to phase 3 yet, I think. I can only imagine she goes apeshit.
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
I mean, they all do by phase 3, but I shudder to think what she's gonna do when we get her down to 1. So yeah, this will be fun. It'll be fun to practice the perfect brace. It's fun to practice like a game. It's fun to practice it when you know how and why it's supposed to work like that. Because then you actually see improvement.
Brace for impact!
But again, if you brace, the longer you brace against flaming shot, the more damage it does because it's on fire and you're just like this. And more of the animation is playing out, so maybe that has to do with hitboxes? Shit, maybe the maybe the flaming shot. Maybe that's what the flaming shot is supposed to be for. I mean, not be for, but maybe that's one thing. See, that's intentional. That's a pattern. Yeah, you're supposed to do that. Is what I would guess. Like, that wouldn't happen consistently if that weren't part of the fight. There we go. I think it's... Okay, yeah, it must be a combination of hitbox and, like, animation time. That's not it. I know. She sounds kind of pissed whenever she says it like that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, I am the captain. I get it. Sail the ship better is a very... That's reasonable.
She's about to hit!
Not good enough. If you drop barrels a little bit ahead of her, she'll sail around those too. She's so smart. Ooh, shit. Nope, that'll miss. Come back. Where are you going? She's making more. Making more room to brace, or excuse me, to ram. That's what she's backing up for, I think. Okay, let's.
She's coming for
Yeah, not perfect. Back. Ah. Okay. Yeah, I think that makes sense. The longer you wait. Ah!
ready for impact!
Damn. It must be. Maybe it's not as. Maybe the time window isn't quite as strict for in the case of like hard-bodied objects. Okay, you can get out of the way of this, so she leaves herself wide open. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. She sped up out of it. I don't know how long I'll be here for tonight. But it's nice to like shit, I didn't realize how much helping I didn't realize how much, like, unironically, how note-taking would help me here. Because I didn't know what the fuck to do about the HMS Prince.
Give me more sail!
Crews down! Man your sheets!
Naval combat. This is all I've been this has been stuck in my head for the last, I don't know how many days.
Ready, willing, Captain! Ah, ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
Spanish ensigns! They're not alone, sir! To larboard, sir!
Can I stop having dreams about specific people? Like, they're nice dreams, but it's like, why am I having these? Can you give my...
Coming straight at them! He's about to hit!
Can you give the concept a different face? To represent it?
Fire!
Because that's more likely for your dream. When you see someone you know in a dream. Especially when you haven't spoken to them in a very long time. Because you just fell out of touch. Yep. Who's they? Me or the ship? Oh, that's not perfect. They're nice. That's the thing. They're such nice dreams too. I'm like, damn, why can't these be real? You know when you wake up from a dream that's really nice and you're like, fuck! Or not like, fuck, that sounds so aggressive, but you're just like, oh man, I wish that was real. Not perfect.
All in the stunsails! Loose mainsails!
Unfurl mains! Trim to! Weather's coming against us!
Violet, why didn't you get in touch with this person?
Brace yourself!
I don't really know how.
Fire! Fire! Batten yourself! Fire! Steady your ears! Fire!
And the times I have before, maybe they went to the... because I wasn't entirely sure of email address and phone number. Going off old memory. So the case is either that they don't check that email address or have that phone number anymore, or...
Brace for impact!
That wasn't a perfect brace. Or they're just not, you know... they're just not interested in further correspondence. That's fine.
Watch the target! Brace yourself!
I think you just need to sail out of the way of this. That might be helpful. That might be what you need to do.
Fire! Fire!
Yeah, sail out of the way of this. Ew. I know we are. Yeah, definitely want to sail out of the way of that. Maybe the other way around? Yeah, my mom was like... And it's so weird because like I have been having recurring dreams about like where this, I wouldn't say about this person, but just where they're involved, right? And one of those days, on like the day after one such occasion, and I didn't say anything about it, I didn't mention it at all. But my mom just approaches me and she's like, "Hey, have you heard from so-and-so by any chance?" I'm like, no, but I had a dream about them the other night. That's good. Where the hell did that come from? I was like, what? Where the fuck did... Like, the angle of that was like, huh? That was like on the horizon line. What? Anyway. But just sort of like that. And I'm like, okay, it's like, that's coincidence. I don't think it represents that person specifically. I think my dream is just trying to get a concept across to me, and it's assigning it a human face. So I don't know for what purpose. Not for what purpose. It's literally said just to get it across to me. How's the console temp? It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. If it were a problem, you would see that reflected in the gameplay performance. Like it would start stuttering and getting really. It would start stuttering and stalling, like when your computer freezes up. It's like, ooh.
Another ship come in!
But it hasn't been doing that at all. So.
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
I was too skeptical to play Shadows on performance mode on release. Or if I did, I was like, not so soon after Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. I keep saying, like, that got the console so hot. I was like, this... If I take a temperature to this thing, it's gonna think it has a fever. Okay. Perfect bracing. You might want to.
She's coming straight at us. She's about to hit. Fire! Steady your heel. Raise for impact.
Okay.
Lose the initiative against the wind!
Fire! Hit there, she's been in the water. Fire!
That's your fake out into brace. When?
Fasten yourself!
Okay, because that seems like way. That seems way too early.
He's loaded. Fire!
The timing there. It seems, or at least it seems much earlier than cannon fire. So maybe it's more forgiving. She's like, fuck! Only you're supposed to do that! Only you're supposed to miss.
She's coming for us!
Because you'll unbrace for a second, hoping you can correct for it, but it takes like not a second, maybe a second for the animation. Maybe it has more to do with animations than I thought. Like for the whole general animation on screen for your whole crew and Edward and to take cover with the camera moving and everything. I don't know. I don't know how much the camera factors into it either. Get closer to her.
Vortex loose!
Too late.
Brace for impact!
No. That's too early.
Barrels up! Fire! Toast the gallants and royals!
No.
Give me some speed!
I don't think you want to sail. Is she spinning like? Not spinning, but is she going clockwise or counterclockwise?
Fire! Fire!
Yeah, she seems to have a much harder time avoiding that. Okay, so it starts extending. It seems like it started to extend further because I went in that direction? I don't know. I'll see. Trial and error. Okay. Well, they got me there because they fired. Okay, yeah, this is the perfect brace fight. Good to know. If this stuff actually... Do they deserve your help in game facts? Do gamers deserve... Do gamers TM?
Give me more sail.
Or should I take a healer philosophy and be like, yeah, the majority of you acted and are still acting in a very distinct way during and after Gamergate. Get your walkthrough from somebody else if you're not gonna be.
Oh, she's a beast.
If you're not gonna if you actively want to reduce space for people like me, I mean, you don't get my walkthrough then. What a terrible approach to healing. What a At least because there it's like, you know, personal feelings are off. In that context, personal feelings are off the table, right? It's teamwork. It's like, yeah, you're being an asshole, but I would be the bigger asshole if I withheld heals from you just out of spite. Because now the whole team has to pay for... Now the whole team has to pay for our bullshit. It's no longer just you being a dick and me putting up with you. Now the whole the whole squad actually has to deal with infighting and drastically reducing their chances of winning the game. I just lost the game. Shit, I'm sorry. Oopsie daisies.
Those all but mains!
Close up! Wind's no longer with us, Edward!
Lay into those sails!
Yeah, thinking of it in terms of like animation time left to play out has really helped. Too early. Not awful, but too early.
Haul in the stunsails! Brace for impact!
She's gonna sail out of the way. Watch. You're too smart for me. Like 9 times out of 10, you're too smart for me. Watch this. Do you see her turning and like speeding up a little? She's not just like going in a straight path. She's accommodating for my moves,
Brace
for my own techniques.
Ready barrel! Fire!
Yeah, get her with the fire barrel situation is insane.
Sighting enemy!
Yeah, I think, and the second phase is like how well you can perfect brace in rapid succession. It's a totally different game, so to speak. See, that makes me think it has to do with distance. Not perfect, but not bad.
Fire! Ready!
Okay, do I follow her? Is she gonna...
Batten yourselves! Fire! Brace for impact!
Like, which direction is she spinning in? You can avoid it from a certain direction.
Cruiser! Eat her sticks! Right!
Well, the damage is more significant if you're not... if you're not bracing at all. Here, let's see, whatever. Because on some days it looks great, and on other days it's like, dude.
Fire! Fire!
You're still eating a lot of, that's a lot of damage.
Fire! Fire! Brace for impact!
She doesn't like that.
Fire!
I'm dead. It's like, so consistently getting her to phase 2. That's good. Yesterday I fought her, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What? This is like a demented carnival ride. There are things that she does. I mean, of course. I can also practice perfect bracing when I'm just like sailing. The fleet does
More ships mean more money.
keep you incentivized to keep sailing and capturing ships, because this is the only way progressing through these little missions in Kenway's fleet. And it was like this in the original game too. Is you have to complete a certain amount of missions. I don't exactly know in which category. I don't know if there's a certain number, or if there's a certain number within each category, but it seems to like cycle. It seems to be on like some sort of rotation, and eventually you'll get another mission with the reward being a map piece or another piece of art, which are all required in addition to the legendary ship models to fill the whole manor with art. God, Edward's rich as fuck. He has a Kenway Manor
Get them aloft. Let's go.
Let loose the mains, Josh!
in England as well. The one in which Hatham grew up. Oh, God. Just like there is a modern version of that. There is a modern version. It's in modern AU. It's been like... I'm like, how do I fit, like, the things about the characters, the fictional characters, how do I fit that kind of dysfunction from, like, 1778 and, like, translate it to the kind of dysfunction you'd see in, like, in the 2020s? Or just, like, just any sort of, like, translating Adeline's whole, like, she has her whole assassin lady, and in the modern AU, it's wage slave persona thing. It would be insane to keep slave in the modern AU. But she has I think I'm still working out the details, but Evelyn, God, it's so crazy. She has time for nothing. There's like, it's like part-time assassin, part-time influencer, and then part-time, the math doesn't add up, but like part-time minimum wage employee. I mean, that's where you...
She's coming for us!
Isn't that kind of... Well, maybe Templars do expect that of assassins.
Ready barrels!
Kind of one of her ways of hiding in plain sight.
Watch the target! Fire!
And like, it can't possibly be the same person, right? This influencer and this person working... Like, the social media influencer who's like... who's like obviously very wealthy and rich and just, you know, and doesn't have that occupation, right? Yeah, fuck yeah, perfect, right? Like, that's not how they make a living. Like, the discrepancy between those two things. I don't know, maybe I'm coming up with some of this in real time. Who knows? Even if you recognized her, like... Okay, damn. How soon is right before, in the case of the pointy thing at the bow of your ship, ma'am? It's more like the minimum wage job is also part of the assassin. It's like independent of the assassin thing, but part of the blending strategy. You're close enough, no you're not.
Focus your fire! Fire!
Okay, how soon is before? Okay.
Fire!
Weather's coming against
Fasten
me!
yourself! Fire!
So, Jesus, maybe dropping barrels? Yeah, I'm like, how often are you supposed to do this? Because letting go for a second is dangerous.
Steady your aim!
Especially when it's on fire and it's like continuous volleys like that. Hello. No, this is fucking, no, just the fucking notepad window. It's taking up half my screen.
Fasten yourself!
I think it'd just be easier to avoid this altogether if you can. And just sail out of the way if you're able to. these will just be...
Humans sink us!
Hey, if you can stream the last few boss fights that are just the same thing over and over again, and like not panic or get flustered, which I'm happy. I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised that it's been this easy. Not about easy per se, but like I'm surprised that it haven't been more. I'm surprised I haven't gotten more flustered. That's okay.
No use wallowing about here.
I mean, that's good. So I'll be very interested to... I think I understand, like, for now it's just a matter of...
Flying Spanish ensigns! More sails, Captain!
Well, not for now, but
Look ahead!
in general...
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
In general, it's about perfect bracing. But give me a sec. Yeah, my brain is melting. Sorry about that.
She's coming straight at us! Brace for impact! Broadside's ready! Fire! Fire! Return to sight! Fire!
Come back.
Fasten yourself!
Okay, that was sort of...
Fire! Fire! Douse all but mains!
Losing the weather gauge, sir!
Maybe the winds are a clue too? I just thought it... They seem to... that seems too arbitrary. It seems like a mechanic such as weather would be too arbitrary though to... Well, I mean, no, there literally are storms for different parts of ships, so who knows? I know.
Get the kites ready! Fire! Race for impact! Fire!
Nope. Resist the urge to use mortars. You'll probably be glad you did by phase 3, something tells me. I don't know what exactly, but...
Fire! That's where the most tender! Fasten yourself! Fire! They're out of their minds!
And I don't think it's always a matter of how long you brace for either. Like, I don't... I'm not sure, but I don't think, like... I don't think tapping to brace. I think tapping, yeah, it does depend on how long you hold it for. It literally does. Like if you... Yeah, if you tap to brace, you're not gonna avoid much. Okay, so...
Race for impact! Ready powder! Fire!
Great.
Ease off the wind! Fire! Brace yourself! Fire! Race for impact!
Where? Huh? Wait, bitch, where?
Wheels down! Catch some wind!
Crowded on!
Trim the yards off the wind!
Come back.
Mash up their sails!
Jump on the Hydra's back!
Go, get the cage ready!
Reef the mains! Clear on
Fire! Fasten yourself!
Yeah, that was like flying right in my face close.
Fire! Raise! Ready for impact! Get rid of their mines! Hey, Captain must be off his bloody rocker!
Not to get dark or anything, but part of the reason I'm scared to get older is because I'm scared of things like reflexes weakening. You know, I'm like, I can't. As long as I keep them honed throughout my life, they won't fade, right?
The more holds, the higher the profit.
It's also with sometimes with mental illness, you kind of have to worry about cognitive decline anyway. Not so much if you're lucky enough to have it diagnosed and treated early, which I'm very lucky to be able to
Give
say
me more
about
sail!
a lot of things. Anyway, it's just brief. Brief, vulnerable insight into
Schooner by the rigging! Ship sighted!
my
Oh, she's a beast!
my rapidly increasing, I don't know about fear of is it fear of mortality? It's fear, because like the fear of your own death, like that's normal, but I'm thinking about something different. Maybe just the process of aging and things deteriorating. It's just very unnerving.
What's she doing? She's coming straight at us! She's coming for us!
Not perfect. Okay.
Fire!
She does not like your swivel shot.
Lay into those sails!
Okay.
Fire!
So your front cannons, I think, will be able to keep up with her at least.
Raise! Fire!
Ooh.
Ready powder barrels! Trim the yards off the wind! Give me some speed! Can't get away!
Good as Scotland's Edwards.
You know. We're labbing.
Fasten yourself!
We're labbing, Anne. It's alright.
Fire! Ready powder! Fire! Fire! Fasten yourself!
I haven't been doing much with the mortars, but
Fire! Reef the topsails and gallants!
I'm like, is it worth it if you goad her into it? The damage it seems to do is marginal, though. Like, very little. Not worth it.
Fire! Raise! Fire!
Okay.
Fire!
Yeah, it's a lot easier to be able to figure out when to perfect brace when she's coming at you from the port or starboard side. When she's coming at you from the bow, it's like, this is like, the bow is like, this is not even the bow, it's like just the deck is like 50% of the screen. I have no idea. I have no idea where the rest of you is. It's a little bit earlier. Not quite that. I can get her to toot her horn reliably.
Brace yourself! Fasten yourself! Fire! 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 Fire!
Oh, is she put off by your... Is she put off by this kind of fire? Will she not? Like, will it interrupt her? No, it doesn't interrupt hers, but it seemed like it dissuaded her for a moment. In some way. Oh no, that's right, she gets tired after doing all that. She gets dizzy and stays in one place for a few crucial seconds. And I think that's when you pull out your mortars. Okay. That was a good okay. Like I think I'm figuring it out. Okay. I'm gonna die still. But just with a little bit more. A little bit better. I'm dead. Yeah. Let's see. I will. This is so fun. Okay. This is. Okay. Again, when I say I use the AI overview summary for my streams, I don't necessarily want to lean into that too hard. Like, I have bipolar 1 disorder with psychotic features, meaning my manic episodes can escalate into episodes of psychosis if, like, they don't just stop at mania. So, I know... I forgot where. See what I mean when I said my fucking brain is melting today? Something psychosis. Bipolar 1. I feel ridiculous that I can't remember where I was going with that sentence. Do you see what I mean? You know what? I'll bet I'll find it when I'll be right back. I'm gonna remember what I said, like immediately after muting and putting up the BRB screen. And I'm gonna be like, fuck! It's like my thoughts are like boomerangs, you know? Throw them out. They'll come back to me. Anyway, I'll see you in just a few minutes. AI psychosis. What I was trying to get at was I'm somebody who experiences psychosis anyway, not like just at random. Not that that would make me any less of a person if that was how it occurred, but like realistically, I've only been psychotic twice in my entire life, and the most recent time was a few months ago, earlier in January. Before that, it was 2021, I think. So it was almost 5 years. Almost 5 years without a manic/psychotic episode. But that as it pertains to AI, I'm like, fuck, I gotta be... Shit, I should be careful. I'm already prone to just like regular psychosis, like out of the box. I gotta be careful with this. Like, people with clean bills of mental health are actually, like, fucking giving themselves, like, it is. So, all of that to say, I don't want to rely on AI technology that can communicate with me back and forth too much. Even if I didn't have symptoms, even if I didn't experience episodes of psychosis, that would be good. That would be good practice to take, but what the fuck was I talking about? Was it, like, why did I start talking about with, like, AI stream review? Oh, some, like, the questions, the random prompts it gives you, the random questions it gives you. And I'm like, sure, what'll it answer with? And it's being like, the streamer is like slowly learning how to deal with the boss fight as a puzzle and a series of things to be solved rather than just like random frustration. I'm like, you're really nice. You're so nice when you describe my streams, Gemini. I see why people fall in love. I can see why people fall in love with AI language models, especially when they have like. Bro, if I were just a few years younger, I can totally see myself ending up with like an AI partner problem. Anyway, I'll be right back. Thanks for your patience. Thank you so much for waiting. Yeah, my mom showed me this admittedly cute video the other day. of like this dog in like standing in the middle of this like low, of this like shallowly dug. Is that the term for it? Like, see, like my fucking word bank decreases to 15, 20 words max, but it was like it was a trench, a shallow trench that a mama duck and her ducklings needed to cross, and like the dog was standing in the middle of the trench and letting the ducklings would use the dog as like sort of a stepping stone to hop across. And my mom's like, isn't this adorable? I'm like, yeah, it's really cute. And I think, I don't know why I think this immediately, but I'm like, is this AI? And she's like, I don't know, but it's really cute. And I keep watching, and toward the end, the duck helps the dog out of the trench by taking its beak and like pulling it up by the ear. So the length of like the trench, the depth of the trench in the video, I would guess would be like around this, because what kind of, the dog was a terrier, I think. Maybe a Shih Tzu? Not a Shih Tzu, but it was a terrier. It was like around the size of a duck. But I'm like, that's when I knew that it must, or that was when I could at least be pretty sure that it was AI, because I'm like, okay, a duck does not have the physical strength required to be able to pull up a dog of that size and weight by that much, if at all. Like, it would break, its neck would break before it could even, tug the dog up. Just thinking about weighted things. And I think until it becomes virtually indistinguishable from reality, which is, its ultimate trajectory, generative AI content, well, depending on what you're using it for. Like, one of the last things we have left to discern whether something is AI is just that process of looking at what you're seeing and being like, okay, would this be physically possible? Like, if you AI generated a video of an elephant on a skateboard, and all four of its feet are just like this. Don't I have a plastic elephant around here somewhere? I like elephants and God likes elephants. But it has all of its feet like this on the skateboard, and the skateboard is still moving. No matter how realistic that video looks, you're going to know that that's AI, because the laws of physics just do not allow for that. If an elephant stepped on a skateboard, the skateboard would just be flattened. And an elephant doesn't have that kind of like balance, that sort of center of gravity to, I mean, it does, its limbs, I don't even think it's physically possible for its limbs to draw its limbs that closely together. And all of that to say, like, that's kind of, as things get more and more, and they're going to, they already have, like, this is what they always say about generative AI content, is that, today is the worst it's ever going to look. Remember Will Smith eating spaghetti? That was just a few years ago.
More sail! We need to
It feels like an eternity ago. Oh man. Or something like an octopus on stilts. Would be amazing to see. And I have no doubt that if we gave them enough time, octopuses could accomplish that. They're so fucking smart, dude. Anyway. But yeah, it's not always easy to keep that in mind, though, when you're looking at something that you think, when you're looking at and especially like under the assumption, it does suck that we now have to look at everything with this, like, through this lens of, is this even real? You know what I mean? Okay. pontificate on that later.
Shorten sail!
Get off the squall!
Jack!
Loose all! Let's move!
Stud sails out!
Yeah, for the sails! Fire!
Is that gonna get her from far away enough? No. Ooh, that was bad. Sorry, no. Hold on. Sorry. Don't be sorry, this is your fucking stream. Be sorry if you did something that hurt somebody. You just have to show something. You just have to show something. You would like to show something to the class that fucking gobsmacked you when you saw it, because you've been using this website for years. Since... Was I using it when it was founded? Because it says it was founded in 2000, the year 2000. I remember posting on it as early as like 2001, 2002. And back then, DeviantArt, it was crazy in the Wild West, but it was also one of the only places online, or at least one of the only congregated places online where you could show your art. One of the most well-known, anyway. That, and it was like fanart.net, I think. So, let me... see, window capture? This is the front page of DeviantArt. I thought it said Tyler the Creator there for a second. Anyway, this is on... Submit your art next to create AI art is fucking insane, dude. This is on the front goddamn page of the website. I was astonished. I was like, holy shit. DeviantArt is one of the biggest players, or used to be, in art hosting. ArtStation came around, I don't know when exactly, but it was like, basically it was like, look, DeviantArt has too bad of a reputation. It's in the name. I don't know what. Seems like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but anyway. It's like, we have more class than DeviantArt, okay? This is where professionals display portfolios. Not so. Anybody can. But their whole point was like, we're trying to curate better and with more discretion than DeviantArt. But they got fucking AI, but they admitted to scraping AI, scraping the user's art for their own data sets too. It's a really complicated, it is a really complicated can of worms. Anyway, man.
Fire!
We are in the sci-fi movie.
Fire!
These are all the sci-fi tropes that were written about coming to pass. This is life.
Fire!
We'll see how closely life imitates art.
Cut them all to the pieces!
Okay, how soon?
Brace!
That's not perfect, but I think it's getting close.
Fire! Watch the target!
Okay, sorry. One more time. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this time instead of pulling up the... Because you saw it. You already saw it. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and to make my point. Fucking add existing image. This is worth it. Or so I tell myself. This is so much for one point to make. Dude, there are people where'd it go? I feel like my so, give me a sec. Do you see this is my brain's melting. Add a new image. Yeah. See, there are people who see this as the same thing. So, there's so much, God, there's so much wrong with this. And I don't have the brain processing power to get into all of it, but that was a dark day. It didn't come as a shock, like that DeviantArt would do that. It just was, because like if ArtStation was up to some shit with AI, I'm like, you bet I'm like, DeviantArt has they're probably scraping a lot of their shit from DeviantArt. I guess it was just, it was because it was a site I used a lot in my youth and adolescence. And it was a big part of my art. I don't know, it was a big part of... I learned a lot of stuff about art from DeviantArt tutorials. A lot of artists growing up in the 2000s shit. There are still, I hope, so I should hope, a bunch of great tutorials and resources on DeviantArt. Okay, pay attention. It's so fucking like, I don't know how to describe it, but DeviantArt is so pay to win now. It never used to be. Fucking art website, it never should be.
She's about to hit! Bloody rocker! Batten yourselves! Ready to fire! Fire! Brace for him!
Damn. Because I've gotten it a couple of times in a row, the perfect brace. Against... maybe that's like... Maybe that's only really possible here if she T-bones you. I want my brain cells back. They'll come back. It's just... It's like, what?
Give me more sail.
Lay aloft and loose the mains!
I want my brain cells back. They have nothing to do with my uterine lining. Why the fuck am I holding the orb of confusion every single time? For a few days, it's like, hey, I was gonna fucking do something. I'm still trying to do it. I probably seem a lot different, or maybe I just seem neurotic.
She's excited!
Oh, she's a beast! It is really fun slowly figuring out how the game wants you to respond to certain things. How
What's she doing?
the enemy AI behaves. Not perfect. You'll also notice like a perfect brace against that makes it so it positions us in such a way where her bow, excuse me, not her bow, her stern is right up against you. Right up against you. And from there you can her stern is right up against yours.
Ready for impact! Bloody rocker!
Like not there. Where like her her port or starboard side will be right up against your stern. Like direct, like you're touching each other now. The hitboxes are parked, not even parked next to each other. They are like they've yet to be cut into Jello cubes.
Good as Scotland, Edward.
Steady your heel! Ready for impact!
Yeah, you were faking me out there with that cannon fire. Yeah, see, it's like that. If you perfect brace. See, that's what I mean. See, that's what I mean by it looks like a toy boat sometimes. The legendary ships. How they teeter. Anyway, if you do it, all of that, when timed with a perfect brace. Do you see how the positioning was kind of awkward for some of it? A perfect brace has that all go in like one swift and fluid movement.
Brace for impact!
It's actually, it looks really cool. It's happened, I pulled it off a couple of times here. Or I pull it off with enough frequency to be able to tell, like, okay, it's a pretty safe bet. This is the pattern the game wants you to follow. You could say that. Not good.
Yeah, for the sails! Fire!
Goodness. Take the shot, sir.
Brace yourself!
No, not perfect. You can perfect brace against that though. It feels like when you do it all right, when you can time it all right, it feels like a really satisfying. I don't know. It feels like a Tekken 10-button combo. Kinda.
Brace!
Like in terms of being able to hold something together.
Mash up their sails! He's coming for us!
That one good.
Bloody rocker!
Bloody rocker! I think I got a few more tries left in me. I guess streaming has replaced drawing temporarily. Well, that's on the back burner because I think I'm burnt out art-wise. I'm like, okay,
Mains out! Trim to the wind!
alright.
Away the top sail!
Admit it. Admit you're burnt out and see if it really does work stepping away from it. Because I have this, like, fear that I'm like, what if I regress? What if I regress if I stop doing it every single day? That's not necessarily true of
Oh, ship sighted!
other things,
Oh, she's a beast!
other skills that you have. I'm such a fucking drill sergeant toward myself when it comes to the process of creating art, which is antithetical to, which is antithetical to precisely that. I'm working on it. Sheesh, shit. All that lined out, it's like, no wonder you're bird chomping, huh?
She's coming straight at us! She's about to hit! Fire! Barrels up! Fire! Brace yourself! Broadside's ready!
Again, I wonder if the gusts of wind are random, just like random as part of the storm, or here if they serve to kind of like guide you. The little bursts of wind are like, hey,
Brace for impact!
hey, go this way. Maybe, I don't know. I could, like, I'm just throwing out,
Ready for impact!
I'm just throwing out guesses.
That lighthouse is
Fire! Blaze! Fire!
Okay, that cannon fire at long range might also be a way to test you, or like,
Brace for impact!
yeah, might also be a way to test you with your perfect brace there. Yeah, see, you can do, yep,
Ready barrel!
yep, that's what they want you to do for this phase. That's all, they want you to do that until phase 2 at least.
Barrels ready!
That feels really good when you can do it smoothly. It feels good when you can do it in general. It's just the satisfaction here comes from linking it all together. Going back to what I said about like a Tekken 10 button combo.
Watch the fire!
And that's just one move. That wasn't timed well.
Fire! Get the kites ready! Fire! Blaze!
Darling clips. Straight to the deep.
For a while I was like, what if I'm
Full
just...
sails!
And sometimes I still doubt. Like, what if you just suck at streaming, dude? What if you just suck at streaming? And you just happen to like watching yourself?
Fire!
That's not good enough. Nope. The brace, I mean. Meaning, like, you know, I'm like, if I enjoy watching back my own streams, I mean, that's good, right? I mean, if I don't enjoy my own stream, if I don't enjoy watching my own streams, how can I expect anybody else to? And other times I'm like, do you just like hear? You do like to listen to your own head rattle, first of all. Like, do you just like that? Or is what you're doing actually, you know, entertaining in some way? Not to be a drill sergeant about it. Not at all. God, what makes me mad though is like that approach kind of worked for me, for studying art at least. It gets results. That ruthlessness, at least, I don't know, maybe I'm attributing it to something else, but in my head, that ruthlessness gets results. I would never you know it's fuck. Rule of thumb is, would you speak to another person the way that you're speaking to yourself right now? And if the answer is no, or if you're like me, oh my god, never. It might be time to start switching up your self-talk. And that's not something that happens overnight, but it really helps when it does. It's a really gradual accumulation.
Fight the wind!
And I'm glad I figured out, like, it's at some point, at a certain point, I figured out, oh, numbers are reflective of engagement, not quality in your art, right? It doesn't affect, like, there's a big difference between how many people have seen this post and interacted with it,
We'll lose the initiative against the wind!
and, like, how well you're actually, and, like, you know, what you value it for, I guess. And I'm glad I figured that out with regard to art. So I don't, like, before, a few years before, it was like maybe 10-ish years ago that I figured that out. Anyway, I'm glad I figured that out before I started streaming regularly, otherwise I would think the same. I'd probably think the same thing.
Loose some sail, we move!
Like, no views equals bad content. No views equals no engagement usually, or no self-promotion. I suck at that. I feel weird doing that. I guess it just feels like inauthentic. I don't know.
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
Not that, like, not that people who do self-promote are inauthentic or come off as inauthentic necessarily. It's just like I don't know. I feel like I'm stepping into somebody else's skin or something. Like, oh no, it's just weird if I do it. It's just weird. If I try to do it this way, I'll just make it look weird. So I'll do it my own way, which is also probably going to look weird, but at least I'll have a better idea of why.
Get the kites ready!
Captain.
Fire! Vessels down! Fire!
I just put a lot of Assassin's Creed fans are either the dumbest people you know, racist, and like incestuous. Not everyone who likes Ass Creed is stupid. Is like a fucking Asmongold type, right? But I think some of the most vocal people in the fan base, well, it has that reputation for being that kind of dude bro game, though, don't you think? It hasn't really been able to shake that, and it's too bad because, like, it never really was that from the start. It's always been an intelligent series.
Focus your fire!
Remake the first one!
Brace for impact!
It's the UB PSYOP.
Yeah, for the sails!
I am not immune to UB propaganda.
Fire!
look at her. Look at her dodge those barrels.
Fire! Fasten yourselves! Fire!
Okay.
Forsaken!
Okay. That's good.
Waiting order! Brace for impact!
Probably don't need to brace for some of that. But just in case. Case by case basis.
Fire!
Case by case braces.
Fire! Ready for impact!
Ooh. A little too late, I think.
Thunder cage! Fire! Fire!
Why did I do that? I think really the only...
Steady your aim! Fire!
She's too smart. You have to...
Brace for impact!
She's too smart for anything that you try to do ahead of her, like try to lay out ahead of her. Fire barrels, cannon fire, mortar shots. She's like, nope, and she'll course correct immediately.
Fire!
Except when she's coming at you from the front. She can't do much there. Is this perfect? No, damn it. Ooh.
Ready powder! Ease off the wind! Loose and catch the wind! Fire!
Okay, what direction? Because she starts doing this in a different direction, and it's like
Fire!
she can't move.
Brace! Fire! Fire!
Sorry.
Fire! Get the tanks ready! Fire!
Come back. We're just repositioning, that's all. I know we can't.
You can't get away!
Come on.
Fire! Fire! Race! Race!
That's great.
Broadsides ready! Fire! Fire! Ready to fire, sir! Fire!
Fuck. Nice. Good one.
On the hooks, time!
Ah, okay. She timed her cannon fire with the perfect brace.
Barrels up!
I thought I was imagining that. Okay.
Fire!
Not every time.
Fire!
She is faking you out and she's not because you...
Race! Now show 'em! Fire!
It must have to do more with the timing and not as much with the positioning. I mean, both have to do... Yes, it's the timing and the positioning, but also... I'm talking about like how much damage you can avoid after the fact. Nope, not there.
Bloody rocker!
Oh! Oh!
Fire!
Is that phase 3? I'm gonna die, but let's see what happens.
Brace yourself! Fire!
Okay.
Get the cage ready!
Watch her sail faster to avoid that.
Blaze!
I think you want to turn. Or still animatronic. Orangutan. We'll report back with more later. Later, also write down how, I don't know, also confirm, keep testing the animation theory. Do I seem different? I feel different. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm not making any sense and that everything I'm saying is just fucked up and incomprehensible. And then the person I'm speaking to, I don't know, like my mom, my therapist, are like, no, I'm following you just fine. So I don't know, maybe we'll see. Okay. Oh.
Get them aloft, let's go!
Let's catch some wings, Jack.
On your mark, sir.
Yeah, I'm not anxious when I sit down to stream anymore. Because a lot of it took me a while before I could just...
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
It took me longer than I thought it would. To just like kind of be able to sit down and relax and just not be so anxious while live. That might sound silly, but not feeling so anxious about, oh, I should be doing this or I shouldn't be doing that. I should be, you know, this is what people do. This is what you're supposed to do. It's like, dude, relax. It's okay.
What's he doing?
Come back. I'm like, what about the audio cue? Is it mostly visual?
He's about to hit!
Okay, not perfect. It's sooner than I thought it, or it's a little bit, the timing of that, like when you get hit, at least it seems to be by her ram, or just by the hull of the ship in general. It's on a little bit longer of a delay than I thought it would be, which is good. It doesn't feel as, well, does it? Is that good? Okay, I guess I'm also I'm not fully considering, because it's partially obscured by the water, right? By the sea. Her ram. So if I brace soon, I might brace a little bit later than I actually have to. Because like the sea level gives the illusion that the ram is closer or further away, or rather further away than it actually is. So that might be a part of it, I don't know. So just like thinking about the timing there while bracing against its ram at least. Or bracing against her ram at least. It's like, okay, it's gonna... Here.
She's about to hit!
Damn, not perfect, but not bad either.
Brace yourself! Fire! Ready powder!
By bad would take up like 3 chunks. Would just rip away 3 chunks of your health. That's a bad brace. That's what I mean by that. To me, that's what a bad brace looks like to me, or feels like to me. I'm still trying to figure this out. She's like, fine, I won't shoot cannons at you then. You're leaving my fanciful boss fight that I have set up all just for you. Fine. Fine, come get me. I'm sorry.
Lay into those sails!
They don't call me the pristine one for nothing, you know.
Watch your
It's true.
aim!
She'll sail. Watch her sail. If she's gonna sail past that, she's gonna.
They're coming. A good shot for finisher.
Well,
Batten yourselves!
actually, she took more damage than I thought she would.
Brace yourselves! Steady your heel! Fire! Fire! Brace for impact! Fire! Fire! Brace! Fire!
Wait, was she?
Fire!
Wait, was she
Brace
slowing
for
down and
impact!
waiting for me to run into her? Is that what just happened? Or am I imagining it? What the hell?
You can't get away!
I like smarter enemy AI in games. If it works and it's like, you know, within reason, right? And it's well balanced. Crank that shit up, dude. I want to see. I want to see. I want to be like, you son of a bitch. I can't believe you just did that. I can't believe that it's within. I can't believe it's within your programming to be able to do that.
Sighting enemy!
That's really fun. It's like that discovery, you know? Ooh, what a great brace. I think I have a few more tries left in me. On stream anyway. Like I said, brain melting, but I still wanted to stream. It sucks, it interferes with everything. Like, if I'm trying to study art again, like, it's... I could sit there with the book and be writing out the notes, but just, it's like a big-ass fog rolls in, and I'm like, huh? And it just obscures everything. Like the windshield is totally fogged up, and I can, as much as I go like this, it just mists over again. Like it does in the shower.
Give me more sail!
If you don't open the door to let it air out. Maybe that's a decent explanation for it. I don't know. I'm not feeling sick from eating apples. That's good.
Schooner by the rigging! Spaniards!
Wow, can you imagine time traveling?
Ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
Going back and like 20-year-old Violet would be like, what the fuck do you mean I have to... What the fuck do you mean that's a sentence I'm happy to say? Why would you not be able to? It's like, oh, just enjoy, just... Pat her head, just keep playing Fallout, just...
What's she doing?
You'll
Bloody rocker!
understand when you're older. Thank you.
Ready to fire, sir! Make good them sails! Batten your...
Okay, not perfect, but better.
These Edwards.
Fire!
Can I still hit her with this? Like, if we're going in a curve. And we're close enough together.
Raise for impact! Ready to hit him, sir! Fire! Fire! Raise! Ready for impact!
Yeah, it's too late.
Fire! Ready to build! Fire!
Kind of a waste of
Refit
barrels, but
all
that's alright.
Get those clues up!
Raise yourself! Fire!
Big miss. I don't know why I did that.
Get up there, sir!
Well,
Fire! Raise for impact! Fire! Fire! Raise for impact!
that was way too soon. It's okay.
Brace yourselves!
The hole's taking a
Fire! Fire! Steady now! Fire!
He's gonna... No, why did... I keep saying you're too smart for that. I don't know why I keep trying it.
Fire! Raise!
Muscle memory. Built from the prince.
Ready to fire, sir!
Carved from the carcass of the prince.
Why there's coming against us?
You know, it's like annoying. It's like I want to do shit. I have things that I need, not just want, but also need to do. But the fucking brain fog is making it so hard. Like, damn it! It's like I'm walking through molasses just to dial a phone number. I don't know what... What's going on?
Brace yourself! He's coming
Nope.
for us!
Say it's too late.
Bloody rocker! Race!
Oh no. There you go.
Fire! Fire! Race for impact!
Nope, you're... Okay.
Fire!
Oh, if you were faking me out, or if you decided against that, or what?
Fire! Fire! Batten yourself!
Oh, is it my turn to do the spinning now?
Ready to fire, sir!
Console's okay. Console is not burning up like the hull. That's what I'm doing whenever you see me do this. I'm testing. I'm just feeling... Just actual temp check.
Watch the target! Fire! Fire! Ready for impact! Human tankers! What the hell are they
12, that's an
thinking?
angel number. I love that. What the hell are they thinking? Are you talking to you? Are you talking to them or me? Put a skull and crossbones over that. Yeah, like 1 or 2 more tries than me.
Unreef the mains.
Loose topsails, gallants and royals.
And if I defeat her off stream, you'll be the first to know. Have her little toy boat right on there next to the HMS Prince.
Ah, ship sighted! Oh, she's a beast!
You know, we used to be able to have to tell whether something was photoshopped. Now that seems prehistoric compared to what we have to do now. That was too soon, or too late.
Fire! Fire! Brace yourselves! Ready to fire, sir! Ready to fire! Fire! Fire!
Not bad, not perfect, but not bad. I consider myself to be doing well when the ship and I are around the same amount of health, or mine is a little bit higher. The fact alone that you can keep your health higher than a legendary ship's within the first phase shows that it's not impossible, I think. Because you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to procure such an advantage at all. Come back. You can blame it all on me.
Yeah, for the sails! Brace yourselves! Focus your fire! 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 Brace! He's about to hit!
No, that's too soon.
Fire! Powder kegs! Fire!
She won't sail over those. She's too smart.
Sighting enemy! Brace for impact!
Ready to fire, sir!
Fire!
I think you want to start sailing in the other direction. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to call it here for tonight. But I will definitely... I have taken so many notes. I have taken so many notes. And I will take more. But yeah, if you stop by the stream, if you tune into the stream, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. If you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching the VOD. And thanks for, if I seem kind of out of it or like, huh? Today, it's because I am. So thanks for your patience with that. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or if I'll take a break for a couple days, but I've been doing it every day because I've been really enjoying it every day. And yeah, it's nice. It's a nice change of pace from things. But yeah, I'll see you later sometime. It'll be around 9 or 10 p.m. UTC -7, I think that's what it is. Okay, bye. Alright, I'm gonna stop stream button now.